Hi guys, Mama's Gone Detecting here, ready to do the roundup. If you watched the videos, you'll see that we did have quite a bit of damage. We, in my household personally, got off lucky. We didn't have any damage to the house. The only damage to the garage was some paint stripped off, which it needed to be painted anyway, and no damage to the shed, so no building damage at all. I only lost one of my glass art sculptures, amazingly enough, and parts of it I can salvage and reuse for mosaic stepping stones, other projects. So it's not a total loss. We did lose power. We were without power until 9 o'clock last night. So, about 42 hours without power? And we still don't have internet, so I'm not sure exactly when you'll get to see this. But as soon as we do get internet back, I will upload these. Now, some of the damage that was reported, now this is just my town and my county, and then I will do a brief overview of the whole state in general. This storm had a 700-mile path ranging from Omaha all the way to Chicago. And I live in Polk County, Iowa, the state capital for Iowa. So it's an extremely largely populous area. Most of Polk County lost power. The very few places that didn't were critical places. The hospitals, fire departments, and most of those have emergency backup generators, so that's probably what they were running on. In just my neighborhood, within about a 2-block radius all around me, we lost a lot of privacy fences. Trampolines were flying everywhere. And we had a lot of trees down. Now, these didn't tip over. These are not root ball exposed. These snapped off at the base. 2 blocks east of me, we had a tree come down, blocking the entire road. We had a power pole that just sheared off in the middle and was just hanging in midair. That's the one that was holding up our getting power back until they could get that fixed enough to get power through there. They still have to come back and put a new pole in. The lines are just sagging right now, but they are safe to be live. That same block, we had a tree come down and smash a car. 2 blocks west of me, we had a tree come down, take out power lines across the road, and cable lines down across the road. Let's see. Just to the north of me, a couple blocks, we had a half a dozen houses with shingles just sheared off of them. I mean, the wind got under them, and it's just like they shaved them right off the top of the house. So there's several houses that are going to need all new roofs. And then going out just a little bit more further in my town, we had at least 3 houses with trees fall on them, 2 cars with trees on them, and several cornfields just flattened. I've never seen corn so flat, honestly. Even after the tornado 2 years ago, we didn't see this much damage. The governor of the state is saying that we have probably lost at least a third of our total corn crop this year. And guys, corn and soybeans are our 2 biggest money-making crops that this state has. So this could be devastating to some of our farmers. Most of the county does have power back. Unfortunately, my son and his fiance, who just closed on their house last Wednesday, still do not have power because they have a major limb on their power line, and Iowa Power hasn't been able to get to them yet. But at least they didn't sustain any damage to their home, which their neighbors literally right next door did have a tree collapse on their house, and they're going to at the very least, need a whole new roof. So this was a pretty major event, guys. I'm sorry I haven't been on, but when you don't have power or cable, internet, it's hard to get on. The few people I did get on and notify, my husband was able to do a hotspot on his phone, whatever that means, guys. This is this is all foreign to me, but he's the IT professional and knew how to do that, so he did a hotspot for me so that I could at least get on and notify a few people that we were okay and we would be back as soon as we had power and stuff. And even cell phones were hit or miss for the first 24, 36 hours because a lot of the towers lost power too, and they had to bring in emergency generators just to operate them. But we're all okay. For the most part, cleanup is pretty much done. We've got piles of trees all out on the curb waiting for the truck to come by and shred them and take them off for us. But, and our power line into our house, we did have a branch come down on. It ripped the insulator off of the wall of the house and will have to be replaced. But it did not rip the actual lines out of the box, so we're good there. So, my poor little garden, I probably won't be doing any more videos of my poor little garden this year. It got shredded, guys. Most of it should be good to come back for next year, but it just looks really sad right now. So, I want everybody to take care, stay safe, and happy hunting. Take care. Love you guys.